today to just sum up our year. It's been some year, right, brother?
Yes, indeed, it has been.
Ups and downs. We're going to talk to you about the why, the what, and the when, or the plan. We're also going to tie in a little bit of Kwanzaa today. Greg will be talking to you about that, and I'll tie in a little bit at the end.
Yes.
Because we are celebrating Kwanzaa this week. But we're celebrating a year, actually 6 months that we started this site. And Greg, you can start maybe talking about how this came up. Like, when did it all start? What started Step Into the Black Light from your recollection? And I'll chime in.
Well, first of all, me and Brother Mike, we've been friends, associates, brothers for a good while. And, we always cross paths. So around the time of George Floyd, we both had this feeling about it. And we started talking about it, and we start to say, look, it's time that we get involved and try to do something to try to make our people aware of what's going on around us, try to build some kind of defense, try to just bring our people together so that we can not allow things like this to happen, because it's just heartbreaking. So one day I sat up and a vision came to me and it said, a lot of this stuff is happening because people aren't in the light.
Mm-hmm.
And then I viewed, and it even got a little bit more intricate. I said they aren't in the black light because it's about our the way that we perceive what's going on, because it's happening to us, and other people might have different perceptions of whether things are fair or not. So I said, in the light, we get the true perception of how it affects us. And then I kind of associated that with a black light, because I don't know if you remember back in the 70s, we had black lights. And what happened when you put the black light on? When you put the black light on, all that's not visible becomes visible. So this is the vision that we had, to make everything that's not visible, visible, so we can know how to combat, deal with it, or educate our people and move forward.
Let me add to that. Let me backtrack a little bit. One of the things we were talking about, I guess, as OGs, was we kind of like OGs in the struggle. I mean, we're not as OGs as some of our mentors, but our mentors brought us here. The people like Mr. Sledge, Charles Barron, Booker Coleman, my sister, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, my parents, and so many other ancestors, Garvey, Malcolm, Martin. We learned from so many people. We learned from everyone. And we didn't always agree with everyone, but we got knowledge from a community. And I think what made me and you different is we're not highly critical of just one entity because they're not on the same page as us. There's so many different organizations that just like, if you ain't with us, if you're not with us, you're not down. Whether it's a church, whether it's a mosque, whether it's a civil rights movement, whether it's, whatever. So I think the difference between me and you, what's always brought us together, because we've been in organizations. Both of us have been in a lot of different organizations.
That's right.
Is we always felt like we see the yin and the yang, right? So that's what we wanted to bring to this. We know protests were great, and we saw them young folks out there, and and then I went out there 1 or 2 times, but I got a bad knee, so I couldn't go out there too much. But we've been in protests. We've protested apartheid. We've protested, Sean Bell. We've done that, and that's great, and we need people to do that. But we also need to empower ourselves. We need to build up institutions. We need to build up economic wealth and self-dependence. So we realized that, and that was one of the things we said, we gotta bring this knowledge to a generation that doesn't have it and let them fly away with it, And then we also have to bring in the generation that's came before us to tie into it so they can mentor us. And we've been blessed to have them mentor us. But getting back to your incredible vision, we talked about what should we name this? Because first we weren't talking about doing this. We were just kicking it, and we were frustrated. We were angry, and we didn't know what to do. And then we said, okay, we need to develop some informational page that's also a global African or Black directory. we couldn't come up with a vision, and you came up with this vision right here, and this was it. Without this vision, we have nothing. But your vision was powerful because you stepped way out of the box and came up with this, the black light. So when you said it to me, immediately I got the idea for the
took it to
black
another
light.
level.
I got the idea for the Africa and the black light. And then I don't know how we got the eye. I think we both worked on that. But you
That's
know,
right.
they say great art comes out of great poetry or great visions. So you were an artist, brother, because you gave me the vision to create this vision. And then from that, you know, it was in God's hands. We just kept flowing, and it just became a natural thing. It was like a fountain of information and knowledge. And that's basically
That's
why.
right.
Did we miss anything on the why?
No, that's about it for the why.
Yeah. And I think also it was self-healing for me and you too, because we were angry. We're tired of being angry. We done seen Trayvon Martin. We've seen Sean Bell,
Oh yeah.
Eleanor Bumpers. We
Even
grew
before
up in
that,
New York.
Jeff Hawkins.
You know, and even though we weren't grown, we weren't around when Emmett Till was there, we heard our mothers and grandmothers talk. We just are tired.
That's right.
We're sick and tired of this. And then you got new generations of these people trying to kill us in the streets, and police killing us, and Karens attacking teenagers in hotels. Enough.
That's right.
Enough. The real adults have to step into the room, and we were brought up around real adults, and we need to, you know, express that information they gave us to make us the men and women that we are today, so we can help lead this generation and the next generation into a new light.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. One of the things that we definitely did was provide the people with a vehicle. This
right,
is all about a vehicle, and we didn't have a problem in doing that.
right, and that goes right into the what. What did we do? So, first thing we did was we wrote up our little manifesto, and we post that this week. We'll post it again in terms of why we did this. And we took time to write that. We thought about it. We put that up, and we got a good reaction to that. Then
Yes.
we started doing our little directories, book lists, clothing, health, apparel. We tried to hit a category each week and each day that we thought would help people in our community improve and empower themselves. What else have we done? Greg, what else have we done since we've been around?
Also, we provided a list of local people also that we know personally that are out there doing things, and we provided email addresses, everything, and to all the people that we didn't know, we did research before we exposed them to the site.
We also interviewed people in our community who were making a difference, like Assemblyman Charles Barron and Mr. Sledge from the Sledge Fund.
Yes.
We did our own interviews on topics ranging from health, politics, world issue, and global issues. We introduced books, and we talked about films. We gave you a movie week one week, and we gave you an extensive month of election issues and different points of view. So those are some of the whats. Did I miss anything, man? We welcome people into the light. That's like our special thing where we find people who've made a difference in the community, and we want to shine a light on them. We've also done that.
Yeah, some famous, some local. We covered all grounds.
Right. We also didn't emphasize so much on the negative, you know, news information that we thought was always, you know, hard hitting. We talked about it, but we wanted to concentrate more, and we do concentrate more on what we could do as a people, not just reactions to things. So I guess that's the what, right?
Because there's enough of that out there.
There's enough of that out there. Enough of that out there. What else did we create? Hold on. I forgot. Let me show you some of the things that we did. We created a lot of graphic images. Of course, you saw the light. we did the Marcus Garvey tree because Garvey is one of our heroes, and we feel, he encompasses everything that can help our people. So this is Garvey's tree and the branches: Malcolm, Kwame, Elijah, Patrice Lumumba, Nelson Mandela, Black Panther Party, Nation of Islam, and Step into the Black Light.
Yeah, many branches stem from Garvey.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have also created our Step into the Black Light T-shirt, and we'll be starting a line, a apparel line. And here's a new one that's going to be coming out soon. This is "Up You Mighty Race," a quote from Garvey. T-shirt
Yes.
will be coming out soon. The proceeds will be going where, Greg?
The proceeds now that we get, we're going to donate to the Sledge Foundation.
Hey, could you tell me? Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Which is a foundation that's out there. They mentor young Black children, males and females. And during the holidays, they provide them with gifts, books, all sorts of stuff.
Very good.
And all of this is done for free as a nonprofit. And it's been up and running for around 25 years.
Right.
A very good brother that's doing it real big. He's doing it within boroughs of New York City and Jersey.
Right.
So.
Right. So, I mean, just to reiterate, we're a global Black business directory and information center, you could say. Okay. So this is what we try to do. We try to do things from a global perspective. We concentrate not just in America, but Africa, London. And we're going to be reaching out more to people around the globe to tie our mindset, our resources, and our goals together, because we need each other to empower ourselves. So the future, the plan. What's the plan, Greg, for Step
the future plan coming into 2021, which we're here now, we want more followers interaction amongst the followers that are on our page now. And also, soon to come is our website, which will be even more information that we entail and give out to the people. Also, YouTube channel, to where we can utilize it to actually get more interviews. And we want to line more people up for interviews also. And with the interaction, if there's anything that you guys might want to see, we'll put it in our bank, and we'll establish a time to where we can provide it.
We're also going to concentrate on showcasing events in the community that we think would be helpful to you, the different organizations, politics and so forth, churches, mosques and so forth. We will continue doing book reviews, film reviews. As we said, we're going to expand on apparel line so we could donate it to organizations like the Sledge Fund and help empower our people. We want to start also analyzing more and more what we need to do to improve as a people. We always have a little joke about CP time in our community. By the way, the Latin community has CP time too. So
yes,
we're not the only ones, but it's not funny when you think about it, because we don't have time to waste time. We don't have time to be late. We need to pick up our pants, put down our drinks and our get high, stop procrastinating, and do what we need to do to advance ourselves as a people. We cannot advance ourselves as a people if we are not doing what we need to do in our own homes, in our own communities. So we're going to start talking about that, because we need to, because we can't improve until we do that. So those are just some of the things that we plan, and we're going to continue what we've done and expand on it. But we need your help too. We need your support. We need your ideas. We need your suggestions. We need you just to give us insight, because we want to really build this thing up and link with other organizations. We're not out here to be a monopoly. We showcase other social media organizations like us. We showcase other informational centers. We showcase news centers. We're not trying to be the only one. That's the problem. We've got to do this together. You know, we've got
That's
to.
correct. And we can learn from each other. You know, we call that, as we say in the light, we provide tools. And tools can come from various sources. You know, we might not always have to agree, as he said earlier, with the concept of looking at the yin and the yang, but that line that joins the white and the black together, that's a very strong line, because that's the line to where they bond, and that's what we concentrate on in the light.
Right, right. I'm gonna give you my parting words, and then Greg, you can end it,
Okay.
you know, with your parting words. So I just want to wish everybody a blessed new year. This has been a trying new year for so many reasons. You know, we started out losing our brother Kobe, and then we were faced with one of the most horrific viruses in the history of this world, and then we 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 had to hit the streets because people lost their mind and thought they could just take us out without any repercussions, and that took a toll on all of us. You know, I myself and my wife had the virus, Greg had the virus. It was a hard year, but you know, God don't give us nothing that we can't handle. You know, we can handle it. We are resilient people, but God is not going to give us what we don't go out and get ourselves either. So we're here to help all of us get what we need to improve. But each person in themselves has to get off the couch and provide too. You know, you don't have to join us, but start an organization, start a fund, start a voter registration drive, do something for your community. We don't care what you do, and we're down to do it with you. So we say that to you, and as we always say, stay in the light. Greg?
Stay in the light. I would like to say Happy New Year to everyone. We've survived the rainstorm, but now it's time for the sunshine to come about. And we really have to come together in unity and love and try to make things work in this thing that we call life. And one thing that I urge everyone to do is to start recognizing the most valuable gift that God gave us, which is the power of speaking things into existence. We have to watch our words. We have to speak positive. We have to think solution. And this is what we need in order to move forward. So we love you, and stay in the light with us.
Stay in the light, Greg. Well said, man. Stay in the light, everyone. We
All
will
right.
see you soon. Tune in for this
In the
weekend
light.
for the weekend review.
Yes, indeed.